Hello, welcome to our Sitefinity News Control Troubleshooting video. The News Control is one of the most useful in Sitefinity, and if you're watching this video, you're probably trying to add one to your website and you're not happy with how or what it's displaying. So we're going to run you through a few troubleshooting tips to help you out. As a side note, a lot of what we're going to discuss here applies to the events and blogs controls too, so you're getting a 3 for 1. Let's begin. So how do we add a news control? Pretty straightforward. Here we are logged into Sitefinity. In the back end of the page we want to add the news control to. Right sidebar under content, just grab the news widget, drag it where you want it. And that is essentially it. Pretty simple, but there's a couple quick things you can do here that you might want to change. In the list settings, you may want to limit the number of stories that show up. The default is 20 per page. Let's make it 10. So now the page is a little shorter, and you see we just have pagination here. Or something else you might want to do is just use a limit of 10. And you might want to show everything else on a different page. That is the very basic of using a news control, but now we're going to talk about getting the right selection of news items in there and custom templates. Let's take a look at some of the more advanced things you can do with the news control. Right now you see we're showing the title of the news item and the date. Maybe you just want to show the titles. Go into list settings, select the template, titles only, and there you go. That's all you're going to see is the titles. You probably have some custom templates that we set up for you on your website. So here you see TDS modified, which would be the titles, dates, and summaries. And you'll see it adds a couple lines of summary that are drawn from the news items. So there's many options for this, but if you're looking for a custom template, strongly recommend that you have Vanguard set it up for you. I'm going to show you real quick. It is possible to edit this control, but you probably want to stay away from it. And we're always here to help. Let's look at one more issue. You probably want to limit the content that goes into your news control, by which I mean you might want to have it just be one subject. If you're having a problem showing and it's showing everything, the way we fix this is by the selection of news here. Let's look at a news item first. Okay. Now you scroll down here, you can see that this item is tagged with categories, industry related and Vanguard. That's what we're going to use to control what goes into that news control. So let's go back to the page. Okay, right now we're showing every news item. Well, we're showing 10 news items because it's limited, but let's see what it's like when everything is being shown. That is a lot of news, and it would be pretty hard for your users to find what they need. So let's limit this. In this case, we're going to use tag categories, but tags we're just about the same. Let's pick industry related. That didn't really knock it down too much. Let's try Vanguard. As you can see, that narrows down the news quite a bit. Now, tagging your news items, adding categories, is a subject for a whole nother video, which will be coming forward soon. Another possibility, you could say anything from, the last 6 months. Or, obviously, you can set an entire date here. That narrows things down even more. So as I said, there's a lot more to using tags, categories, and dates, but that's a subject for another day.